Hello and welcome back to Let Supreme Ghost Behind Closed Doors. That's right, we are going to revisit this one and we're going to load up a game from... So this is the save games that I made during my first recording. We're going to load up this save game here. And that is when we're back in the sewers a second time. Because I am going to finish the mission and improve on 3 different aspects. And it's good that we can do this from the end of the run. So I first have to replace the Avanish's key here. So 2 things that I did. One thing that I didn't know was possible to do, which I obviously would have done if I had known it. And then, so that I'll explain a little bit later. And then also the alert from the rat. That was an alert, but he never gave a first alert, only the settling remark. That we're gonna end up avoiding. But then we can also end up getting a lot more loot down in the crypt from the treasure. So that's why I'm recording from that save game. So I assume obviously that you've seen that you've seen the first part, so go back and watch that if you haven't, because I'm not going to explain over again. So the first thing we're going to do then that is a difference is I was only able to take, or I only took, I should say, 2 pieces of loot from that treasure in my original recording. Then when I tried a little bit more, I managed to get 4. But then a couple of viewers recommended that I tried something, and that is to set the use button. Where's that? Use item. If you set that to mouse wheel down, then you can end up taking a lot more pieces of loot, because you can just roll the mouse down and anything that is in your highlighted view will be picked up. So that's what we're going to do. And I was able to take 9 pieces of or piles of coin here instead of just 2. So that is an increase of 7, which means it is 280 loot more than I was able to do before. So that we're going to do right now. I will do this until I can get all of them. So we should have 6342 by the end. I'm going to make a real save here. I'm going to save over the other save games I have here. Let's see. So I just want to make sure that I'm saved so that I can just crouch and lean without moving anything. Let's see. Yeah, so here I should be able to do it if I do that. Let's see. Now I took 8, but I got spotted. So I'm using a different mouse than I was earlier when I play tested this. So it might not work with this mouse, to be honest with you. I might have to change the mouse. Let me get back to you guys about that. Okay, let's see. See there? First try. I just changed my mouse to a high-speed mouse wheel, and I'm also playing on my desktop. I noticed that frame rate actually plays a part here. So I did it on the first try then after I did that, after clicking record. So now we have 6342. We got 9 pieces of loot there, and we did not get a first alert from that guy. So then all we have to do is climb back up and we're good to go. Awesome. Okay. So now we can head back to the, let's see, to the entrance to the rat chamber. So yeah, I did try with that high-speed mouse wheel on my laptop, but the frame rate was too low to actually get it to work. So you need a high frame rate and a good mouse to do that. So let's make another real save. Or no, I don't guess we don't need to do that yet. So the other thing we need to do is, and this I was made aware of by Marble Man, that we can actually lower this bridge afterwards. For some reason I thought I had tried that when I did my playtesting, but apparently I haven't, because you can. We can't take the valve back, but we can lower it. Let's see. There. To go in here. So that is required for Supreme. Now, I didn't know that you could lower the bridge, so would that be a Supreme bust if you don't know about it? I'm not sure. But now we can make a real save here. Where are we? There. 301. Now I'm going to test something. Okay, so he gives a first alert. That's good because it means that he is in a non-first alert state, a 0 alert state. So I'm not sure still what happened last time, because the third thing, of course, is I want to avoid the first alert from him, or he didn't actually give a first alert. He gave a settling remark. So I might have gotten caught from one of the... There he saw me. I might have gotten caught from one of the smaller rats and not heard that alert, because those are pretty difficult to hear or distinguish. And then he might have alerted to them without actually giving a remark. Because I think when he sees me, he will automatically give an alert. But I've redone this in practice. No, I don't want you to go back there. I need to just round this. Rounding this pipe is the biggest deal, and we have to do that at the slowest possible pace. Like that. So now we have not alerted him or any of the rats, so we heard the big monster there alerted to the rat alerting. So that's good. That means that he's still in a unalerted state. And we can also, you can also alert them by tipping over the bones here a little bit. Get the 2 pieces of loot there. Okay, well this is good because he is still not alerted when I get that far. Let's try to do it one more time. I think the smaller rats has a proximity trigger. Or if you just get within a certain distance of them, they will alert no matter what. And I can't really figure out their randomized patrol either. See, hopefully we have it here. $66.77 is what we should have here. Now what you can do to test whether he's alerted or not is through this. As long as he gives an alert there, it means that he is not currently alerted. So then he's not going to give a settling remark. I'm not going to wait for that, because I've tried. If he gives the first alert when you make some noise back here, then he is unalerted currently. Because every single time he alerts, he takes several minutes to settle down, which is not normal for regular alerts to hearing or seeing us. But we are good to go now. Which means that we can use the crystal and then move on to Pheromone's workshop, essentially. Let's do that. There we go. So we can go a little bit quicker through this area than compared to what we used to. Artifacts. See, do we actually need to read this? Maybe we do. Place the coins there. He's above us. That's not an alert, what he did there. Probably have to wait on the bottom floor again. So yeah, the rest of this mission will be identical. To my last run. So if you want to skip past this, of course you can. I will release Ascend the Dim Valley in just a couple of days. I have that all ready to be uploaded and all, so. I just wanted to get this one done and released first, since we just did this mission. Here it is. Sweel dust. We need to upload or throw that in the fire, don't we? Let's see, I can't remember where he goes here. 6942, that is my new total max for Supreme. So that's a pretty vast improvement. So that's 280 more, right, than I took on my previous run. Wait for him to go down there. To be darker. You can probably tell the lower frame rate on this. Scorpion Venom should be dropped here, shouldn't it? Yeah. We have to take the Burrick eyeball. Oh, that he saw, guaranteed. I noticed I got a lot of views on this video. This mission seems to be very popular. And some have even said that it's like maybe their most favorite mission of all time. I can certainly understand that. You know, the scope of this thing is just enormous. And it just showcases so well what New Dark can do. You can have huge missions with detail. You know, in the past in Old Dark, they had to either make a big mission with hardly any detail, which just made it dull. So that's why it was so surprising when missions like Midnight and Merkbell, for example, part of Calendra's Legacy, was released. Because that was both a big mission and with detail. So that was so surprising that was even possible to do back in, was it 2002? But after 2012, when New Dark came out, that changed the scope for mission authors into creating stuff like this. I mean, imagine if New Dark was around when the original missions were made, when the original game was made, if they weren't under the limitations of the engine like they were in the missions that we got from the original games. Or imagine if the original crew came together and created the missions over again in New Dark. You know, taking full advantage of what New Dark can do and recreating the missions, you know, with the same premise, but just making them with all the detail that they would want to put in there if they didn't have any limitations. I think that would be amazing. I mean, it would never happen, but I'm sure it would be something to behold. Okay, man, I'm getting slowdowns here. There we go. So now we're good. Now we just have to return this, right? Yeah, I've thought about several times, you know, what if a very dedicated group of good fan mission authors came together and did that? Like, recreated all of the original Thief 1 and 2 missions. Same objectives, you know, but just recreated them from scratch. Because that would eliminate all the work involved in creating a story, because you already have that and the objectives. You just have to rebuild it with new dark capabilities. You know, that would be maybe a little bit difficult because you don't want to disrespect the original missions, of course. No, that isn't the one. That's the one. But to get a fresh take on the missions without any limitations, I think that would be cool. Make a reset here. There was a discussion on the forum a little while back, right before one of the last contests were announced, on what the theme should be for a contest. And usually some players suggest sort of reimagining one of the original missions. And I think that ended up being the theme, didn't it, for the New Dark contest.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. I don't think there were many missions released for that contest. Was it 2 only? I didn't play any of those, so I don't know how well they did it. I think it was an optional theme. You didn't have to go with that, but it was encouraging maybe recreating one of the original missions in New Dark. So I think it would be cool if you had either a real contest with a lot of participants, you know, the best in the community, or if you had a project where a group of authors did that for several of the missions. Maybe not the whole campaign, but...
Sir, was that you?
Of course, every mission, if you did that, would be so compared to the original that you would have a hard time sort of, I don't know, appreciating the new mission. And nobody would want to like the new mission better than the original, right? I mean, I know there's been quite a few fan missions over the years that have sort of been based on an original mission. Maybe, you know, implemented a similar story, or maybe made a slight sequel to it, or something like that. But that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to recreating the mission with the same basic idea, you know. Steal Lord Bafford's scepter, but you just recreate his manor in a new way with all the new dark possibilities. You know, from a new angle or whatnot. Oh, he comes, that's right, he comes down. I thought I was gonna go. Well, at least he's not stuck. You know, the absolute best thing would be to get the original Looking Glass Studios crew together. You know, and you wouldn't need everyone. You wouldn't need to recreate the cutscenes or the audio or the sound design and all that. You would just need to recreate the basic design of the map. But to get those, I don't know, 10, 12 guys, however many designed the missions themselves, we have to wait for him to come back here. And give him the new dark tools, you know, here, do whatever you want. Of course, you might need a team to sort of make some new textures, you know. But, I don't know, it's fun to think about what they would come up with. Let me know if there's any other of Nick's missions that you guys would like to see me Supreme Ghost. I've thought about Sturmdrang Peak. I think that's the name of the mission. But that's, I realized, didn't know this before, but I realized that's a 6-mission campaign. I thought it was just one mission. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But I read the info file and it was like, wow, 6 missions? That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I got any alerts there, did I? I think I managed to get through there unscathed, so to speak. We basically just have to go back and lead the evidence now at the wash station and then leave. Oh, is that archer there? archer hears me. So yeah, let me know if you guys think Sturmdrang Peak is anything to play. Well, I know it's good, but is it suitable for ghosting? Are all 6 missions high quality, or what is it for those of you that have played it? See there. Oh, that's a big mantle. Whoa, 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 whoa. So in this one we then avoided, hopefully, 2 busts, and we got 280 more loot. That, I would say, is worth it for a little hour. I don't know how long this part will be, but... Okay, I want to wait for him to close the door before I go in, because I can't always hear the alerts there. Winter bottoms. There. Where's the other guy? He was right there. I was going to go out and check, but...
That didn't... What?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, my dogs are killing me. Time to get a new pair of boots. Not again. Huh? What?
Was he... What on earth? Are you kidding me? How is that possible? In that little time, he got messed up. Are you kidding me here? Yeah, that's the old save game. Is it this one then? Okay. Alright, well I am going to skip. I'm not going to include that in the recording, so I'll skip forward and then you guys will see me back there when he is not stuck. There, now he should be he should be on his way out actually from this room. Yeah. I did it one more time and he was stuck exactly in the same spot again. I had to replay from pheromones. But luckily I real saved much closer. Right as I was entering the watch station, so not sure. Something is up with that guy. That's the first time I've ever seen him stuck though. But yeah, then we can just leave and we should be done with this. They were all facing away, so I just went for it. And I guarantee you guys, when I played it over again from pheromones, I did not get any alerts. Okay, just double check here. 6942. Yep, we're good to go. All right, so that hopefully was a successful Supreme Ghost. And we got 280 more loot because we took 9 coin piles in the crypt instead of 2. We spent 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 55 seconds. And took 6942 loot out of 7882. That's max for Supreme as far as I know. Maybe you can take more than 9 in there, I'm not sure. 3 out of 5 pockets, 4 locks picked, and all the other stats are zeros. Good. Okay, well I will see you guys back in probably only a few days, a day or two at most, for Ascend the Dim Valley. And until then, stay safe and have a good night. Bye-bye.